Songs from the Moon is a 7-part podcast that blends music and spoken word to tell the story of a society gone horribly wrong, and one man's challenge to put things back on track. And Cab's wild ride, aka his communion with Mother Blue, opens a door in his battered mind and unleashes just an essence of an idea where hope can grow. Grow with a reason to break free from his stark, controlled reality. Transmission 7, Bitter Skin. An empowered Cab recounts the discovery of the state's blueprint for control. And he realizes he may not be the only one that is into their evil tricks. Does he take the risk of sending his secret blogs back in time to try and change our complacent behavior? Or does he stay to fight the Unity House and to topple the PowerShow? It's Cab's big moment. I'm Edward Eves. Welcome to Songs from the Moon.
So if you are hearing the sound of my voice, you may be asking yourself how I'm able to speak to you from the future. Or maybe you're asking yourself, is this guy completely insane? Well, I'm not saying I'm not, but we've come this far. Maybe you can hear me out for a few more minutes. This whole crazy wormhole started a while back. It was just another day working the data fields with my usual team of friends when we receive a search request for instructional fishing literature. So I pull up and start wading through the data when I notice Melville's Moby Dick. Now, one of my prized possessions is an antique copy of Moby Dick, and I can tell you without a doubt, Moby Dick is not a book on fishing. So I take a deeper look at the code that creates and stores these files, and I find some odd patterns. Kind of like an extra chromosome in the data. So I click Dad to have a look. Dad, are you seeing what I'm seeing? It's kind of strange Moby Dick is shelved as instructional fishing literature. Is there a mistake in the code?
You are correct, Cab. Moby Dick is many things, but a how-to on how to catch fish would be at the bottom of my list. I mean, a whale is not even a fish.
Funny. I meant this pattern sequence. Let's run a system scan.
Right. Running system scan.
And finding plenty of files with this odd code. Looks like these files have been surgically recategorized, almost like stitches in the data. Now, look here. It's a Wonderful Life. One of my favorite films. Every time a bell rings. Yes, Dad, I know. It's been filed away under mortgage banking laws. That can't be right. And look, The Wizard of Oz. Oh, how you love Toto. Dad, focus. Right. The Wizard of Oz has been stashed away under symptoms of mental illness. This is madness. Dad, these stitched films are about the struggles of love, but still lead to a happy ending, the triumphant struggle. That's what the state doesn't want us to see. Yet there's no shortage of properly filed tragedies, like Romeo and Juliet, where good old love just crashes and burns. What else are you finding? Don't rush me, boy. This list of stitched files is growing rapidly. How about this? The Holocaust, perpetrated by the Nazis, is categorized under fictional conspiracy theories.
Looks like your benevolent Unity House would not want to be associated with such devastating acts of control. Cab, I think you need to be careful with this data. Now, I trust Dad's output more than the state's drivel any day of the week. And this all starts to click. The big house wants our noses out of the past to keep us addicted to the dream of some state of bliss bullshit. And threatened by these megaton enemies like love, humanity, free will.
To the PowerShow.
All very messy for the state to deal with. Funny. They created our mechanical friends from the mold of humanity. And now they're trying to recreate humanity from the mold of our friends.
Welcome to the PowerShow.
But if the state owns all the data, then who planted the trail back to these stitched codes? And why did I have to find this stuff? Well, that's a very good question, Cab. I wasn't talking to you. But here's where things went triple G. Buried in the stitches, I find this. Isaac's theory of temporal transference, better known as the fabled long-lost Bible of time travel, with surprisingly simple construction plans. And suddenly, this whole other world of possibility opens up. Am I being given an invitation to go back in time and somehow stop my ancestors from selling us and Earth down a wormhole? Cab, you understand that going back in time and changing things, anything, would in all likelihood destroy your future, or the future of mankind, perhaps. And if the global police knew you had this, it would in all likelihood place you in a dire and dangerous situation. Well, that little discovery took place a couple years ago. And now, with some degree of accuracy, the ability to send data, audio and video, back in time, rest in my hands. Now, do I give a damn about my shitbox here on the moon? Or the grand design for the perfect society under Unity House? Or how about coexisting with our friends who couldn't give an honest damn about me even if they tried? And Earth. Earth is nothing but a dream. An old postcard. Oceans I'll never swim. You know, you had freedom. We have castrated imaginations, overdosed on the PowerShow. Oh, I wish I didn't know how things really were. When Earth was our mother, and we were the children, and her land was our sandbox. Look, I'm a librarian. I just want to play my guitar. But compared to your time, there is so much wrong here, it's beyond sad. And if I let you know the score, would you really hear me? Would it change things? Are you the people in Dad's hidden history files, full of laughter, love, inventiveness? Are you the risk takers who fought for what they believed in, who sacrificed for peace, who were in it together? Well, this is where you come in. You are my past. I've created these files, these songs from the moon, so you can see where you are headed. And if I send these recordings back to your time, it could be the end of us all here in my time. But it could be the right thing for you. I've got my finger on the send button. I've got a lot on my mind and some big decisions to make. In the meantime, listen for these songs. Remember the lyrics. And if I can successfully ride Isaac's Law back to you, you'll know what I decided. And I hope you'll understand why. What would you do?
If you had the chance to wander back in time, tell them that their dreams have fallen well below the line. Could you break the news of our sad and dismal state, where liberty has failed and our sweet home has gone to waste? If you had the chance, if you had the chance, I'd say run into the fire, save all that's wild and free, and hold on like a fighter. Don't give up and don't cash in, and don't leave me here in bitter skin. Why no revolution? I guess I thought you'd care. Were you taken by the glow into the Vanity Fair? The choices that we made while you still had a chance, that just letters in the wind and wishes on the sand. Oh, if you had the chance, oh, if you had the chance, I'd say run into the fire. I'll save all that's wild and free and hold on like a fighter. Don't give up on me, no, and don't cash in, and don't leave me here in bitter skin. Oh, it's been a past that's full of shame, diamonds buried in the blame. I just want to change a cold world that's gone astray. What was wild when you were free? Won't you save these things for me? Won't you save these things? And run into the fire. Oh, save all that's wild and free and hold on like a fighter. Don't give up on us, no, and don't cash in, and don't leave us here in bitter skin. Don't leave us here, no, no, no.